Hey guys, and lady guys, my name is Otkin, and welcome to new video. Let's get right into it. 26. Roast me. Why do all the pictures have the same facial expression? Are you like an early generation cyborg that has no concept of emotional expression? Skynet, I'm on to you. Guys at the bar keep asking if you are a bummer, not because you look incredibly sad, but because they think you are a gay man. I talked to your dog, and she said she wants out of this relationship. You look like you'll make an excellent soul-crushing, nagging, sex-denying wife someday. You look as tired as I feel. You look like you cry a lot, like all the time. The only thing lower than your self-esteem are your eyelids. You are a stale ham sandwich in this life. You somehow have packed 50 years worth of sadness into a 26-year-old face. The human form of a 925. Rough. Seems like you're hiding your teeth for good reason, lol. Humble me, don't hold back. I've seen dudes with less hair on their arms. Damn, someone playing got your nose would break their wrist. Your lack of good genes and braces should humble you itself. Not gonna make fun of an old lady wearing braces. Numbed, make me feel something. Discount Ken doll. Swedish artist living in London, making art, feeling lost in society, and not really understanding what is going on in the world, has ADHD and is gay, feeling numbed and very bored with life. You look like a makeup palette with AIDS. Positive that isn't your first pearl necklace. You're not numb, your butthole just been stretched too much. Why are you wearing a circus tent? Brother looks like a thumb digging through a box of Legos. My boy looks like a lizard man during Pride season. You look like a children's TV host that we are going to hear things about 15 years from now. How are we supposed to make you feel something when you're clearly made of plastic? How is your head like half the length of your torso? That you work as an artist doesn't mean you need to look like a caricature. Netflix Ace Ventura. 27. Office worker. This guy makes Freddie Mercury look straight. I can taste his father's disappointment through the phone. Your hobby is doing he loves me not with your friend's ass hair. There is nothing we can say to you that your office colleagues haven't already said behind your back. It's okay, BTS wasn't looking for an 8th member anyway. What pronoun should we use for this? For the love of Christ, somebody check his crawl space. 18. Do your worst. The most surprising thing about you is you don't have a nose piercing. You look like a starter girlfriend. One assumes you can smell the future with that thing, and thus you already know what we are going to say. Is being unwashed your favorite smell? How long has your hair been thinning? Goblin elf hybrid. You look like you've hissed, and people who make you mad. Lady, you don't need a nose job, you need a nose career. Nice nose, so what did God promise you 3,000 years ago? You could smoke a cigar in the rain, and not get it wet. RoastMe 21, I love to wear this headscarf a lot. Maybe try a face scarf. You claim 21, but you look like a Bosnian roadside babushka trying to sell the most hygienic homemade sweets to tourists in Mostar. Nothing says I have no personality like having the exact same expression in all 3 photos. You look like you smell like a wet dog 24/7. This girl is definitely stealing and hiding whole fish under her skirt at the fish market. Do not try to shrink me, gypsy. Looks like you give drugged apples to guys to be able to kiss them. She looks like she constantly has to explain she not crazy. I bet you smell like cabbage and goat meat. You look like you sell jars of gypsy tears to protect people from AIDS. You look disgusted with your own stink. 28. Bored at airport, give me your best. When you get to your destination, remember you need to go to the police station and register. Why do you look like a middle-aged woman who works construction? You look like a female professional athlete who dates her teammates. Which version? There's like 8 of you: white, Hispanic, man, woman, and every variation of LGBTQ. Your teeth dress like my dad. Nothing but khaki. Were you able to carry on all of your hacky sacks, or did you have to check them? You dress like a SoundCloud Jesus who blesses people with vape clouds instead of holy water. How do you get out of the painting again, Virgo? You're dressed like a college dropout who still sits in on lectures just to correct the professor, and still gets it wrong. It puts the lotion on its skin. You're one of the most German looking people I've ever seen. I'm actually hearing your voice and accent in my head right now, while I type this comment. You're not bored, you're just boring. 19. Be brutal. I mean, he's 39 and still lives with his mom. That's true, but he's off parole next month, and we're gonna move to West Virginia, and stay with his aunt. Wouldn't the I'm not like the other girls starter pack? The mistake wasn't that you were born in the wrong decade, the mistake was that you were born. Be brutal. Is that what you told the tattoo artist? Yikes. Brawlhalla player, please roast. The good thing for you is that you will never have to update your resume. Split personality disorder, and each one is offended by something. Cockroaches complain about having you in their house. Dude was born with pink eye. You need help. So you just totally gave up on life early, without even trying, huh? Does that look really vibe with old school Metallica? Looks more like a Black Veil Bride's party at your Fenty aunt's house. Make me laugh. You look like my sister trying on one of those beard filters on Snapchat. Get accustomed to that wig. Dude, rocking a thinning mullet isn't a win. You took the lyrics "cut my life into pieces" too seriously. You're as boring as your apartment. You must be part of the bad boys club, you suburban basement goblin. You bear a striking resemblance to something I pulled out of my shower drain yesterday. Roast me. We can smell your music festival odor from here. Only hams. Those shorts are the definition of just because you can, doesn't mean you should. Turns out even the really low rent trailer parks have their own princess. You look like the kind of girl who has a 90-pound BF with a pencil stash that she'd definitely throw hands to defend outside the Costco. I'm gonna guess you smoke Newport cigarettes and get called by your first and middle name all the time. There's no part of you which isn't round or circular, which is kinda impressive, I guess. You could teach children shape. I've heard a lot in those years, and not a lot is original anymore. Give me your best. This is what happens when you buy weed from the gas station. Don't be rude. Look at me when I'm trying to roast you. He could direct traffic at a four-way intersection without turning his head. When this man sees sex on a form, he writes "yes please." Scary Potter. You look like a teenage Stephen King right after his bully socked him in the face. Darwin would be appalled. Survival of the shittest. The crazy thing is you can't see the arm holding the camera. A new sleep paralysis demon unlocked. You look like someone squeezed both sides of your head as a child. Make fun of my chin hairs, because my parents haven't enough. Ed Sheeran wannabe. Why do you hate crime your own hair? That pubic hair on your chin is the best thing about you. How does it feel knowing that the best beard you could grow could be licked off by a house cat? Growing thin wispy hairs on your chin doesn't hide the fact that you can't grow full hair there, just like growing neck hair doesn't hide the fact that a person can't grow a beard. We all know your chin is basically bald. You look like you turn into a pig when the moon is full. Can't sleep, keep me up longer. Dollar General Weird Al. What are you? You look like a middle-aged Italian nun who quit and has just left the convent. I've never seen hair like that on a human before. Congrats, I guess. Thanks for watching, you grass-eating animals. See you soon. Bye and love you.